So I'm gonna make this intro quick because my dogs are here. Do you hear that? Porter growls for everything. So today's video is going to be a full face drugstore makeup tutorial on the look I'm wearing right now. It is very, very bronzy and sultry. I really like these looks. These are my favorite kind of looks. And you guys really like when I do full face drugstore tutorials. So I decided to do another one. It is using the e.l.f. Prism eyeshadow palette. I don't know why I said it like that. Palette. This is what it looks like. I love it. I also used my Sonia Kashuk Ion Neutral Matte Palette because it's my favorite. The best of e.l.f. video that I promised will be coming shortly. I will be doing a whole video on my favorite e.l.f. makeup, and I am going to be filming that video this week, so stay tuned for that. So anyway, if you want to see how to get this really bronzy smokiness, then just keep watching. Okay, so as per usual, I am starting off by priming my eyelids. This is the LA Girl Pro Primer, and I love it. It masks my veins, and it primes, and it's good stuff. I'm taking my Sonia Kashuk Ion Neutral Matte Palette, and I'm taking this color really close to my skin tone, and I am just putting that all over my lid to kind of set the creamy base I put down. Then I'm going to take this really warm brown. It has a little bit of an orangeness to it. It's very warm. And I'm going to use this as my transition shade. This is just going to go right into the crease with a big fluffy brush. Then I'm going to take a brown that's not as warm and it's a little bit darker in the palette, and on a more precise blending brush, one that's not as fluffy, I'm going to do the exact same thing, only being a lot more careful, a lot more precise. Just putting this into my crease and then on the outer V as well, and then just going back and forth with that shade until it's as dark as I want it. Now going into the e.l.f. Prism Palette in the shade Naked. Well, the palette is called Naked. I'm taking this really pretty bronzy shade. This is probably my favorite shade out of the whole palette. No, there's a lot of other ones I like, but this is a really pretty bronze, like a nice bronze. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. But I am just putting this on my entire lid right up to the crease. Then I'm going to take Max Fix Plus. I know Max Fix Plus is not drugstore, just use eye drops, they work the same. I'm going to wet my brush and then dip it back into the eyeshadow and just intensify the eye more. Adding the water or wetting the eyeshadow is going to make the eyeshadow look more vibrant and more intense on the lid, which is what I want. I'm going to go back into that brown with that same brush I used earlier, and I am just going to blend out this bronzy shade we just put down so there are no harsh lines in my crease, so that everything blends nice and seamless. I'm going to take this chocolatey shade in the palette, it's the darkest one, and I'm going to start to pack this on the outer V, just so that it can look darker, like towards the outer V of the eye. It looks a little bit more sultry that way. So I'm packing that on the outer V and then slowly dragging it into the crease. I do want some of that dark color in the crease because I think it looks really pretty. So I'm just adding little by little and dragging it right into the crease to intensify the look a little bit. And then I'm going to take that same brush with no additional product and just blend everything out. Moving on, I'm going to take that same bronzy shade I put on my lid and just put it on my lid again, focusing on the inner half of my eyelid just to intensify that bronze color, just in case some of it did get blended away with all the blending. Then I'm just getting a makeup wipe and kind of making like that cat eye effect, cleaning up all the fallout underneath my eye as well. I'm going to dip this pencil brush into the white shade in the Sonia Kashuk palette, and that's going to be my highlight. Then I'm going to take this white shade in the e.l.f. palette, and this is going to intensify it a lot more because this white has like a golden undertone. Then I'm going to take this really, really light gold in the palette. It's amazing. It's so intense, and I'm going to use that for my inner corner highlight. You know the drill. I like to do my face before I finish up my eyes. I am priming my face with my Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. First I was pressing it in and then rubbing it in to cover up my pores. Not cover up, but you know, fill in my pores. Then I'm going to take this Morphe flat top kabuki style brush and my Revlon, what is this called? It's my favorite. Oh, Revlon, wow, I almost forgot. It's my Revlon Color Stay Foundation in the shade Fresh Beige, 250 Fresh Beige, I believe. I'll have it linked down below. It's darker than my face, but I was tanning at the moment, so it matches the rest of my body. I'm going to move on to concealer. I'm using these two concealers. I'm going to take the LA Girls Pro Concealer first. This is in the shade Creamy Beige. And then I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Fair. Yeah, this is 15 Fair, and I'm just using this one as well to highlight some more because this one is lighter, so it's gonna highlight even more than the other one. And I'm just gonna blend that in with that same foundation brush. You guys already know what I always use to set underneath my eyes. Well, one of the powders I always use. This is the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 135 Creamy Natural. I always use this one because it's the only powder I could use under my eyes. Under my eyes that doesn't cake up under there. And it has like light reflecting particles in there, I swear. It's really nice for setting underneath my eyes. So that's why I love it so much and I use it all the time. Then I'm going to move on to bronzer. This is the e.l.f. Mineral Bronzer in the shade Tan Toffee. And I'm using a tiny little stippling brush from Zoeva. And I'm going to start to contour my cheeks. I fast forwarded this part majorly because I swear I was there for 17 days trying to contour my face. But I wanted the look to be very, very bronzy. And I wanted to have like a nice soft contour. So that is what I used it for. This is a matte bronzer, by the way, so it is nice to contour the face. Oh, okay. Then to further bronze my face, I'm taking the e.l.f. Baked Bronzer. This one has, it's not glittery, but it does have a little bit of a sheen, so it's perfect for an overall bronze since it is a baked product. And I'm just taking that on my Zoeva 101 brush and kind of putting this everywhere just to add a little bit more of a bronze glow. I want to take a very, very natural blush, so that's why I took the LA Colors Mineral Blush in the shade Blushing. It's very subtle, very, very natural. I didn't want to do too much on my cheeks because I wanted it to stay, like, I wanted the look to stay overall nice and bronzy. I've said that 12 times, but you know. And then I'm going to add some highlight to the tops of my cheekbones because I cannot get enough of highlighter. This is the Physicians Formula Shimmer Strip in Naturally Nude. And I'm just taking that on the high points of my cheeks, on the bridge of my nose, and on my cupid's bow as well. And then I forgot to finish the rest of my eyes. So I'm going to do that right now. This is the LA Girls eyeliner in the shade Deep Bronze. I'm going to tight line with this and add it to my waterline as well. Then after that, I'm going to take this brown color in the Sonia Kashuk palette. I thought there was a mirror there for a second, but there isn't. I'm going to take this little pencil brush and I'm going to smudge that brown on the lower lash line just so that it could look a little bit more smoky since it is a bronze for the 5th time, bronze smoky eye. I'm going to take the chocolatey color in the e.l.f. palette and I'm only going to focus this on the outer V of my eye, kind of so that it can match the top. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, moving on to mascara, all I did was add some Jordana Best Lash Extreme to the top and bottom lashes, and then that completes the eyes. For lips, I'm using this Skimpy lip liner from Colourpop. My lips were so chapped, I was using a new chapstick that actually burned my lips instead of healed them. It's so strange, but anyway. So I just filled in my entire lips with Skimpy, and then I topped it with Cookie by Colourpop as well. Cookie is part of their holiday collection. It's a nice matte nude. And then that completes this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! And I'm gonna be filming that. Porter's going to join me for this intro because he doesn't stop. He doesn't stop. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. No. A best of e.l.f. video. Oh my gosh, he's on my lap and he's going nuts.
Oh my god, my car's making it work. What if it explodes?
It's not going to explode.
If you're recording this conversation, just let Johnny know that you could keep some pink blanket.
Your car is not going to explode.